Welcome back to another video of Davian's collection of VHS, DVDs, games, and more. Today we're going to be doing my December 2024 Wii game collection. I now have 19 Wii games in my collection, and the newest arrival is Angry Birds Star Wars, the newest Wii game in my collection. It's going to be freaking epic. Now let's get on to this video. Starting with is Wii Sports that I got in July 2023, and I had it for a year. This became the first Wii game ever released, and the version I have is a 2007 version of it, which has fewer changes right to the disc. We play this game a lot because bowling is fun, and there's a lot more fun to it. Still works, but it is scratched up, which makes it a cosmetically flawed Wii game. The reason why I called these cosmetically flawed is because of cracks in the spinner but good condition, scratched up but works, or marks on the front of the disc. Next up is Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. Right here, Downhill Jam. This became the first Tony Hawk game in my collection. Got this on Christmas Day 2023, and I had it for a year. This is one of the games here that is released for the other handhelds too, for Nintendo. The year after it was released for the Wii, the PlayStation 2 version came out. This is also on Game Boy Advance as the last Tony Hawk game for Game Boy Advance. Next up is Madden NFL 08. Got this Christmas Day 2023, and I had it for a year. This became the first football game for Wii in the collection. Unfortunately, I'm starting to lose interest on this game right here because of the Kansas City Chiefs. If the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl, sadly I will lose interest on NFL. If you guys like the Kansas City Chiefs, I respect your opinion. Next up is Crash of the Titans, my first Crash Bandicoot Nintendo game in my collection. Same date that I got with the other games here, like this game here, and I had it for a year. Next up is Rayman Raving Rabbids 2 that I got Christmas 2023, and I had it for a year. Fun fact about this game, this one has the Celebrate Good Times song in it, which is sung by different singers here. Next up is Rig Racer 2 that I got in January 2024. The first Wii games of 2024. Does not come with a manual right here. I had it for about 11 months. Almost a year. It is the very last Wii game collection video of 2024. Next up is Sega Bass Fishing that I got on December 11th, 2023, and I had it for a year. It became the first Sega Wii game in my collection, as well as the first fishing game for the Wii in my collection. Recently, the case took some damage right here, because this part was squished a little bit. But still, the game is safe. Next up is Active Life Outdoor Challenge that I got Christmas 2023, and I had it for a year. Does work perfectly fine, but it requires a Mac controller to play. So I just set this game right in a bag full of untested games, or games that works but needs accessories. Next up is Tiger Woods PGA Tour 09 All Play. Got this on Christmas Eve 2023, and I had it for a year. Got it as a disc-only copy because it's cheaper, and it became the first EA Sports Wii game in my collection. I'll tell you the years I got my first EA Sports games for each console. PlayStation 2 in 2016, GameCube in 2020, Xbox 360 in 2023, Wii the same year as the 360, and furthermore. Next up is Game Party 2 that I got in January 2024, and I had it for almost a year. It is a reprint because when you look right here, it says Warner Brothers Games, but when you insert the disc, it says Midway. This is probably a 2010 reissue of the game right here because it says Warner Brothers Games right on the front. And from a comment from a YouTuber, that Blue's Clues VHS is a 2002 release of it. Next up is Shaun Wright Snowboarding Road Trip. Shaun Wright right here. I'm trying to say white right here, but it's a little tongue twisting for me. Got it in Christmas 2023, and I had it for a year. Most of the Wii games will be Christmas ones. Next up is Outdoor Action Double Pack that I got in January 2024, and I had it for almost a year. As you can see here, there's a teeny tiny crack in it. Teeny tiny crack from putting it in too much, but it still works here. The game will still work somehow. It comes with a shooting game and a fishing game. 2 packs right here in one. Next up is New Super Mario Bros. Wii that I got in May 2023 as one of my first 3 games in the collection, and I had it for a year. It does work, but it has a lot of problems. When I insert the game, there are times it does not read right here. I've tried resurfacing a couple times. Some features get fixed, but not all of it. It's probably because of the cracks right in the spinner. Unfortunately, a new copy for it is expensive. So I'll have to keep the copy the way it is right now until I get a disc-only copy of this game. Next up is NHL 2K11 that I got in January 2024, and I had it for almost a year. I am planning to get a Wii Motion Plus adapter here, which I've got on eBay. It's not arrived yet. It not arrived yet right here, but it'll arrive someday. And it became my first 2K Wii game in my collection, as well as my first Wii hockey game in my collection. Next up is Donkey Kong Country Returns that I got in May 2023 along with New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and I had it for a year. I heard that Donkey Kong Country Returns is getting a remake on Switch as Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I used to play this game on the Nintendo 3DS a long time ago, just before my 3DS broke. Next up is Wheel of Fortune that I got Christmas 2023, and I had it for a year. Also on Nintendo DS as well. Next up is Jeopardy that I got July 8th, 2024, and I had it for about 5 months. A little same as Wheel of Fortune, but with Jeopardy in it. The case was cracked when I got it. Here, the case is cracked, but that's how I got it. Next up is Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games that I got on December 17th, 2023, and I had it for about a year. Came in a yellow case, which is cool. It is also available on Nintendo 3DS, which was released the next year after the Wii version. And as you can see, the 3DS was mentioned right on the Wii game. And last but not least is Angry Birds Star Wars. Got this on Christmas of this year. I also have this game for the Xbox 360. I used to have it for the 3DS, but I no longer have it anymore. Got rid of it along with the other 3DS games here, with the other ones. Used to play a lot on the 3DS, right before my 3DS broke. Here's the condition again. It looks probably the same, but with some minor changes. Now that's going to do it with me with my December 2024 Wii game collection, featuring 19 Wii games with the new arrival of Angry Birds Star Wars. This is Davian's collection of VHS, DVDs, games, and more. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you again in the next video.